Hey, yo, we locked in. It's Drew Season. It's your boy, Carl Anthony. And here with another video. And we're going to get into some NBA situations, right? I want to talk to y'all today about the new pest of the NBA. The newest pest of the NBA. The Puerto Rican Pat Beverly. Grand Theft Alvarado. Jose Alvarado of the New Orleans Pelicans. Now, I started catching wind in this guy like in the few weeks before, the season wrapped up. I remember I was watching the game. I forgot against who. And I saw this kid in the backcourt, and he was sneaking and stealing the ball from somebody, right? He did it again in another game. He just became known for that, right? So that ended up giving him the moniker of Grand Theft Alvarado. I'm like, who is this kid? Oh, he's from the G League. He plays for Birmingham Squadron, which is, I think it's the G League team for the Pelicans. And, this guy was offered a 4-year, $6.5 million contract. Right? Now, this kid is 6 feet tall, 179 pounds, straight out of New York, Puerto Rican and Mexican. And the kid is literally like a terror, okay? He went to Christ the King High School. And at Christ the King High School, he had a game where he had a quadruple double. You hear me? A quadruple double. He recorded 18 points, 10 rebounds, 10 assists, and 10 steals. So you know he was about that life. And the guy is dynamic. He's not that great of a scorer yet. I think he can really add a lot more to his game. He's pretty short. Like I said, he's like Trae Young height, But what he brings is a different kind of intensity and ferociousness to the game. And every team, to me, needs a player like that. And we don't have too many players like that. In fact, the Brooklyn Nets would have benefited from a guy like him, okay? If you look at Minnesota Timberwolves, man, Pat Bev, straight out of Chicago. Shout out to Chicago. That's where we're from. Pat Bev is a menace. And what I didn't know about Pat Bev is that he was actually known as a scorer, in high school and college. But he took on a different role. He took on a role that got him in the league, which was a hustle, menace defender, right? Every team needs players like this. You got people like Raja Bell. He played for the Utah Jazz. He played for the Phoenix Suns. Raja Bell was that net that was always Kobe's, like the thorn in his side. Tony Allen, same way. These kind of guys are very great pieces to any kind of good team, or any team that's any team that's trying to get a little scrappy. So I'm looking at Jose Alvarado as that new little ant, man. He is frustrating Chris Paul. Now, Chris Paul had a good game yesterday. He had a good game on, I think, the second game in the series after Devin Booker went out. Second or third game. But in game 4, when the Pelicans tied it up, Alvarado he locked him down. He held Chris Paul to 4 points. We're talking about Chris Paul, the point guard. And, frustrating him. Even in yesterday's game, he drew a tech on Chris Paul. Even though Chris Paul was having a pretty good game, he still was getting frustrated by this guy. This kid is earning his respect. It even happened when they played the Philadelphia 76ers. He got a technical foul against Joel Embiid and a fine. And Joel Embiid liked the kid so much that he paid the fine for him, $2,000. Knowing this kid don't really got, and at this time he hadn't been signed on completely yet. So Joel Embiid paid the fine for him. But I think, man, if we get more players, see, most kids think they want to be Kobe and they want to be LeBron and they want to be KD and they want to be players like that. But you need these type of players stay in the league. Pat Bev has made a name for just being a pest, okay? He's a good defender, but he's more of a good pest. His pest nature, his pestilent nature is what's really his biggest defensive, factor. And he frustrates people. He sticks you, guards you full court, and just makes you just want to just stop. Like, I don't want to deal with this guy, so I'm going to just pass the ball. He frustrates the competition. And if you're easily frustrated, then these type of guys will really, get in your head. So, I'm hoping that this kid really stays in the league for the long run, as long as he don't have any crazy injuries. And I hope he starts developing his game, because imagine if this kid develops a pretty, efficient offensive game where he can hit the three, and because he's a pretty good. I mean, he can finish. I saw him hit a few layups that was challenging, and he got a knack for the ball. He got a good handle as well. So if he can develop his offensive game for the NBA level, especially being a shorter player, and just to be, look, all you need from a guy like him is 10 to 15 points a game. You're not looking for him to be, Trae Young or Steph Curry or anybody like that. You just want him 10 to 15 points a game, 2 steals a game, somebody that's just going to put the pressure on, the prime point guards of the league, right? So look out for Jose Alvarado. He's an ant. He's a pest. I really like that kid. One of the new guys in the league, man. The Puerto Rican Pat Bev. All right? If you like this content, hit the subscribe button. I'm really liking this NBA content, man. I really want to do a little more of this. So you might see more of this coming from me. But it's your boy, Carl Anthony. It's due season, and we are out of here. All right? Till next time. Peace.